Welcome, everyone, to the Triple J Podcast. I'm your host, Uncle G, and with me is Host Trip Media Gaming. For this podcast live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can also become a member of this podcast, get extra podcast content every single month. Except for we've been really bad at that, Trip. We need to do something for the people because we've been really bad. Yeah, I know you forgot about it. I haven't. I feel so bad about it. But guys, we'll make it up to you in some way. But for those of you members, for now, you guys get your little emotes and stuff like that. And we'll try to do more for you in the near future. We still appreciate you. We have not forgot about you. Drip has. I have not.
I have not. Listen, it's called object permanence. It's an ADHD thing. If I don't see it in front of me, it doesn't really exist.
That's right. So, but that's what we're talking about. We're talking about I was going to say Donkey Kong Bonanza, because you keep playing that freaking sound. Again, we're talking about the Switch 2 Direct that's happening tomorrow morning, which we're going to be live streaming. So if you're listening to this episode, this is one of those episodes that's going to be dead in 12 hours. So
yes.
If you're one of the people who are listening to this episode, we love you guys. We're going to stream it tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to try to convince Drew to stay a little bit extra, and we'll do another podcast after, just like how we used to do it, where we just record something, not live, and just post it. Yeah, I'm going to try to convince you. Don't think about it. Don't make a decision now. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, the problem is I really need to go get tires put on my car.
We'll do it quick. It'll be fine. You don't worry about it. But tomorrow morning...
if I go early, I won't have to wait.
Tomorrow morning, we're live streaming it for sure. So tomorrow morning, we're going to live stream this Direct, and probably record a quick thing after. And then,
can I do it? Can I do it when I come back? Can we go do it after that? Or does it have to be
unless something big happens. If something big happens, you got to stay. I'm sorry. But if nothing big happens, you can go. But yeah, so tomorrow morning, those of you in the live stream, it's most relevant to you. We're going to see you guys tomorrow morning at I think it's 9 Eastern, correct? 8 p.m. Central. The stream starts at
9 Eastern,
8:30 Eastern tomorrow morning. 8:30 tomorrow morning is when we're starting Eastern time. 7:30 Central time. That's my time. I got to get up early for that.
I got to make sure I go to bed tonight. Damn.
Yeah, so we're doing that tomorrow morning. But tonight we're going to talk about some predictions, as everyone else and their mother are doing on YouTube right now for this Nintendo Direct. It's a partner Direct, not a full Direct. So that means that Nintendo first-party games are not going to be there. But third-party games will be there, and maybe one first-party IP, which we'll talk about in a minute.
I do want to say something. Yeah, I want to say something else, too. Just because it's a partner Direct doesn't mean every single Nintendo game that they make is off the table. It probably means that, but we have seen them do their own games in partner Directs before. It's happened. So it's not completely off the table. Is it likely? No. But it's not completely off the table. And if they do, it'll probably only be one. Yeah. But I want to talk about first. I know we've got this kind of lined up here, but the first thing we got to talk about, the fact that this is a partner Direct, means we are not going to learn anything tomorrow about Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
And it is
August,
basically. It's August, basically?
Yeah. Not even a date, Drip. Not even a date.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know that people don't want to hear this, but that game is not coming out this year. It's not.
Hey, Drip, it's delayed. I think it's officially delayed by this announcement tomorrow. Unless one big thing, which that is for later in the show. That's for later in the show. We want to talk about that. And there's two things, it might be three things I want to talk about before we get to our main thing tonight, Drip. The first thing I want to talk about is Beer of the Week, because I want to do that this week. Probably once a month we'll do this live on the show while we're recording. I need to get you music so you can play for this. But Bush Apple is what I'm drinking right now. I did just crush a Cayman Jack.
Those are so good, dude.
They're so good. I crushed the crap out of it. But Bush Apple is what I'm drinking tonight. So delicious. After my Cayman Jack, what are you drinking?
I have an Arnold Palmer spiked, half iced tea, half lemonade, mango.
Mango! You gotta say mango like the Drip way, you know?
Mango!
One other thing I want to talk about, my thingy. Guys, I made dinner the other night. The other night I made dinner. I can't get the focus. It's not gross, but oh wait, here we go. You can't even see anything. You probably think I'm being a baby about this. I took out garlic bread I was making in the oven, cut it up fresh, made the butter, right, with the garlic stuff, took it out of the oven, put it down, and for whatever stupid reason, Drip, it was on a cool. I did it on a cooling rack this time, so it would evenly get toasted on both ends. So that was an interesting idea I had. But what was not an interesting idea is after I took it out with the glove, right? I put it down, walked away, came right back immediately, and decided to, grab the bread and start to butter it. I grabbed it with these two fingers, just completely effortlessly, like as if nothing was the matter, and burnt the shit out of my finger. And I don't know if I'm ever getting feeling back. There's like a line across my finger that is, I don't know if I'm gonna have feeling in there ever again. I burnt the shit out of it. Yeah, fun Monday I had.
That sucks, dude. That sucks. I hate that.
How's your finger, by the way? I brought this up too because I know you had a finger injury a while ago, but it's taking a while to heal. But how's it doing now?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Kevin? I blew the tip of my finger completely off with a angle grinder.
That's gross, man. How's it doing?
It was nasty. It's shiny in this one spot still where the scar is, but most of the feeling is back. There's still like a big area on the top here where I can't feel anything, but I can play guitar and stuff now, which is great.
Great.
And I can move it all the way. I just can't feel the end of it. The nerves are still coming back. Takes a little while for this nerves to come back.
That's how mine looks right now.
I mean, it's not bad. You
it's
can't
good.
really tell. It's a little off color right there. It looks a little purple up there in the end. It's fine though. Other than that, it's fine. It's fine.
Jeff says, "Welcome to the Finger Injury Podcast, sponsored by your local personal injury lawyer." Actually, no, Jeff. This is the personal injury podcast. I did this wrong. It is the Finger Injury Podcast, but it's not sponsored by your personal injury lawyer. It is sponsored by Savage Raven. How good of a segue was that, Drip? How did you like that, man? Was that good?
Let it roll. Keep going.
There you go.
Good.
Drip, I have something to tell you. The Switch 2 is here. Can you believe it, Drip? Can you believe it? It's here, and it's banana. It's bigger and heavier than ever, which is a great reason to pick up a grip from today's sponsor, Savage Raven. Of course, formerly known as Skull & Co. You've heard of them before, Drip?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a ton of products exclusive for Switch 2. They will help you protect your new investment, as well as make playing on the go better than ever, as well as protect it with this beautiful case that I have here this week. This is the Savage Raven Max Carry Case. I can't love this thing more than I do. I love this thing. It feels so nice. Protects my Switch beautifully. It's closed. I was trying to open it, but it's closed. Can't do that. But it's the zippers. Hey, we'll feature the zippers. They feel great. Opening nice and smooth. All the storage I need inside. Look at all those game cases in there. And there's more underneath. Wait, there's more underneath. Bang. Bong. Oh, wait, there's not more underneath. That's it. Just these ones. Just kidding. But then underneath, there's even more storage with a battery pack, a cable, and a bunch of other stuff I can fit in here. But Drip, you've been using their products way longer than I have, and you're actually a mega fan of Savage Raven.
Yeah. I love the fact that they sponsor our podcast. I've been using
I love that too.
Basically since it came out. But I don't want to talk about the Neo Grip, even though I love it, and I think it's the best grip that you can get for the Switch because of the 3 different size handles you can put on there that come with it. You can get them in different colors, but that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the grip case, which is up for pre-order on their website right now. It is a brand new case that they have just put out. It's kind of a throwback to their original product that they put out for the Switch long ago. Kind of a throwback to what was called the Crystal case. This is the next iteration of that. That is up for pre-order right now, and you can go get that, and you can get it 10% off if you use the code DRIPMedia.
DRIPMedia. Make sure to use that code.
Cool. Yeah, it looks cool. Can't wait to get one of those here for myself to try out. I don't think it's going to take out the Neo Grip for me, but it does look cool. Really excited about it. And yeah, you can go get your own right now if you want.
Again, use code DRIPMedia to save 10% and go to the Savage Raven website that's linked in their podcast description as we speak, Drip. And play that banana sound. And this episode is sponsored by Savage Raven. Thank you very much, Savage Raven. I asked you to do that, Drip, to play that sound because it's actually the perfect way so I can cut off my music without it being, because it doesn't fade out, it just cuts. So if you play that sound and I turn it off while you're playing the sound, it's hidden. So
I'm glad we talk about this live.
Yeah, I love doing that. So the next 2 times we do this ad, you're gonna do that.
Show them how the hot dogs are made.
Just remember that when the ad ends, you play the sound. Just remember. And this week's not about talking about Bonanza. We're loving the game, Drip. How many bananas you got in that game right now?
I didn't have a lot of time. Honestly, like the end of last week, I did not have a lot of time to play. I played more last night. I'm in the very bottom part of the 600 area still. I'm still there. I have not had a lot of time.
I've passed you,
honestly.
I think.
Yeah, I need to get back on it. Well, plus last night I played a little bit, and then I was like, dude, I'm trying to play some Fortnite Blitz because, dude, that mode is like amazing. It's so much fun.
Can I call you out?
Fast.
Can I call you out? I'm going to bed last night. For me, it was midnight. But guess who I saw online at midnight my time, 1 a.m. Eastern? The lone wolf man himself, Drip. You give me a face. Were you not actually playing Fortnite at 1 a.m. last night?
No, I don't think so. I may have flipped the switch on or something and it just popped up, but no, I was definitely not.
Okay, well that does happen sometimes where for whatever reason Switch or Steam or whatever platform you're on thinks that you're online when you're not or whatever. But I thought it was funny last time. I'm going to bed. I'm like, this guy said he was going to bed and he's playing Fortnite at 1 a.m. What a loser.
I don't think I was playing Fortnite at 1 a.m. No. I did play, but I don't think it was 1. It was definitely not 1. I went to bed well before that.
Okay, yeah. Anyway.
But the Switch was with me. It could have, who knows? I don't know. Yeah. I wasn't playing though, no, unfortunately. But I did get 3 wins in Blitz last night. No big deal.
No big deal. No, it's fun. Fortnite's fun, but we're not talking about Fortnite either because Fortnite's already on the Switch. We're talking about tonight, friends. The Nintendo Switch 2 Partner Direct that's been announced for tomorrow morning at 9 Eastern will be live at 8:30 Eastern tomorrow morning. We'll be here bright and early to talk about the games that they announced. And Drip and I have a big list of games, or at least this is my list, and some of it has overlap with Drip. But we're going to talk about a list of games that Drip and I are very excited to talk about. That are very excited to see potentially come to Switch. Now, it's a big list. Drip's going to add more to it later, and not every game on this list is coming. I'd be surprised if not a single game on this list comes. I think at least 1 or 2 of these games has to come. But we're going to go through a big list of predictions that we're going to have. And then after that, we're going to talk about a little bit of what does this mean? Because this is a partner direct, not a full Nintendo Direct. That means that no first-party games are coming, but might be one first-party IP might be there. We'll talk about that. But, this is focused on partners. But those partners are big ones, including Sony, Xbox, potentially. Nothing's confirmed, of course, but these are considered partners. So, we'll talk about that, Drip. Right now. Go ahead.
Again, I want to circle back. Metroid Prime 4 is not coming this year. It's not. It's definitely not coming this year. Anybody who thinks that at this point, I'm sorry to tell you, I think we're done. And it's fine. Dude, there's so many good games that have come out that give them whatever. We don't have to rush it out. It's fine. Let it cook a little more. It's fine. We've waited since 2017 anyway. Who cares? What's another calendar year?
I'll be honest with you guys. Anyway. I was already bummed that it wasn't announced as a launch title. So my bummed has already started. Okay. I'm not going to be any more bummed for this thing to be delayed to 2026. Because like I said, I really wanted to see it as a launch title and it wasn't. So the fact that it already hasn't been a launch title, it's been basically 2 months since launch. What's another 4 or 5 months? I mean, there's other games to play. Donkey Kong's keep my attention. I didn't talk about my progression. I'm just a little bit past your thing. I am back in 600, but there's a point when you do one thing in 600 and then you go to 700, but it's you got to go back to 600, get the other thing. That's where I'm at. I'm getting the second ability.
No, you got to go back to 500 because you go to
whatever.
Then I'm in 700. I don't remember. Yeah,
whatever.
I know what you're talking about. You got to go there and back, and then I know what you're talking about. I'm in the same area.
So I got plenty of I know people that are on level 1400, sub level 1500, and I'm barely at 6.
Beat the game.
I'm barely at 700. So I mean, I got lots more to go. This game will take me up another month or so, my attention, and whatever. If we get if there's even one game on my list today that we're going to talk about in a minute that comes to Switch 2 this year, even just one of them, I'm going to buy it, and it's going to take up probably the rest of my year. Or a good chunk of it. So I don't need that much more. And again, like Drip said a minute ago, let Metroid Prime poke. We're going to talk more about Metroid Prime in a minute. But let's just talk about some games that we think are coming, Drip.
Well, I want to stick with the one that we're kind of keep teasing here because it is a Nintendo property. I want to stay with that. I don't know where he's going, but Koei Tecmo is the one who is making Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah.
So that is technically a partner game. And I told Jeeb this off air before we started, and I'll tell you guys. Do you remember when we first got the announcement of Age of Calamity?
Do you remember?
Because I looked it up because I thought earlier today, I was like, that was a partner direct, I think. I think that was also a partner direct. And it was. It was actually in 2020. It was October 2020, and it was a Nintendo Direct mini partner showcase. And that was the last thing that they showed. That was like the one thing. Boom. It's Age of Calamity. So I will say, as far as predictions go, I think that one is like a lock. I think we get that. And I think the fact that we're getting this this partner direct means that not only are we going to see it tomorrow, but I think we are going to actually get it this year. How much shit I've been talking to you about we're not getting it because winter could mean I think we're getting it. I think it's like a November game.
Well,
honestly.
So I want to you mentioned this, but you didn't mention the important part about that date. So October 2020. If you remember, guys, the game came out in November of 2020. So only a month. It was in this mini partner showcase, and then only a month later, it fully came out on Switch. So I don't think this game's coming out in a month.
No, they haven't shown enough of it.
They already said winter. How often is it that you get game dates that get pushed up? Not very often. So it's
very rare.
I doubt it's going to get
a very rare thing.
I doubt they're going to push it up from winter, but I can tell you right now, it's definitely a 2025 winter game. I think it's a November game. I think it's my birthday again. It's on November, just like the last Age of Calamity was on November 19th, 2020, my birthday. I think this game's going to be November. Wait, hold it. I'm looking at the calendar. Hold it. November 21st. A couple days after my birthday. Age of Calamity.
Is that Thursday?
That's a Friday.
Nintendo games come out on Thursdays.
Yes, they do, because that's Friday for them. So November 20th, Drip. I think that game's coming out.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that. I think it seems like a November game. It real like I said November just because that's a feeling, but you're right. The other one did too. It makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff on this list, but I do want to touch on one right now.
Yes,
because
we're talking the same thing.
Our boy Joey, our boy Joey just gave us a $1.99 super chat here. Thank you so much. And he says, "I'm crazy hoping for NCAA football 2025." Oh, am I crazy hoping for NCAA football 2025? Question mark.
No.
I don't think you're crazy. No, we're getting Madden.
They announced Madden. Yeah. Why not?
And the actual the actual soccer game they have, not the legacy whatever the fuck they were doing on Switch 1. I don't think that's crazy because I tell you what, I don't want Madden. I give zero shits about Madden, but if they put NCAA football 2025 on the Switch 2, shit. Dude, I'm taking the Mountaineers to the promised land. Don't you worry about it.
Listen, I actually forgot to add this to the list. I did add one other sports game. I did add NBA 2K26, which I think is a lock, a dead lock tomorrow. I mean, no doubt in my mind. The season's only a couple months away. There already was 2K games, basketball 2K games on the Switch 1 as it was. So it's a dead lock that 2K26, NBA 2K26 is coming tomorrow. That's coming tomorrow. Like, you could just lock that. That is the easiest money. If there's a bet on that, and bet on it. It's coming tomorrow. But yeah, I forgot about NCAA football. I think that is. I don't think that's not a lock. Because if it was a lock, it would already be announced.
No, it's not a lock, but it's not a crazy thing to.
No, it's not.
That's not crazy.
Here's my weird way of thinking about it. They announced that Madden because, of course, that's the big one. They wanted to get that out of the way, get people excited to buy a Switch. Like, hey, you can play Madden again, so buy a Switch. But tomorrow they're going to talk about Madden tomorrow too, but they'll talk about NBA NCAA along. Like, that'll be the surprise. Like they already told us Madden was coming. My boy Saquon's on the cover. Thank you, Saquon. Thank you for the Super Bowl. Appreciate you. But yeah, my boy Saquon's on the cover, and I'm probably gonna get mad. Not gonna lie, I might get a physical because I buy most of when the Philly athletes on the cover. I'm buying the game. That's pretty much what happens.
That's fine.
Yeah, but NCAA football could definitely be there tomorrow as like the surprise because they already said Madden's coming. So hey, Madden's coming, but guess what else is coming? NCAA football, and they'll be like, it's coming out in September, whenever they release the games. So
yeah, that's that one I will pay full price for. Yeah, that'll be a day one for sure. Let me ask you this before we get into the rest of this list: what's the game besides Age of Imprisonment, which we've already talked about, that you want to see? What's the one you want to see?
It's a weird one, Drip. It's mainly because of my friends. I call them the boys. When this Jeeb's like, what are you doing tonight? I'm playing with the boys. I got like a crew I play with. I play Fortnite with them. Of course, I'm playing Fortnite on the Switch too with them. But there's another game on this list that I really want to play with them because I do like the game a lot. And that is Marvel Rivals. A very solid multiplayer game. I'm not qualified to explain to you what type of game it is if you're into those types of games. But if you're into the types of games that Marvel Rivals is like, it's a fun game. It's got
Hero
Marvel
shooter. It's Overwatch.
Yeah, it's got Marvel DNA in it. Obviously, every character is a Marvel character. It's a ton of fun. Right now I play it on PlayStation, and which is fine. But I prefer it on Switch so I can play it mobily, so I can like let Mrs. G play on the TV. Or the really big thing here, I want to desperately delete it off my PC because right now, if Mrs. G wants to play with the boys and she gets the PlayStation, I play on my PC, and then we play like that. I'd much rather her play on the PlayStation, I play on the Switch.
That'd be nice.
And just so I don't have to actually sit at my desk and play. I'm trying to avoid playing games at the desk right now. So other than streaming. So that'd be really nice. Marvel Rivals is a ton of fun. And thank you, Megaboy, for the $1.99 super chat. November is fall. Winter starts in December. Yeah, but
whatever. Listen, shush. Just stop. Thank you for that. Also, David, I want more Digimon. LOL. Maybe? I don't know. I guess that, yeah, could be. That seems like one of those things that they just throw in there. Like, give us Digimon instead of like another farm simulator.
Yeah, good God. Hopefully, don't give us that.
That'd be great, right? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. November is holiday season. Just stop, Mega. But I'm trying to give Jeeve a little bit of hope here. Just quit. Stop it. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Astrobot for Switch.
You guys are getting some good ones in the chat. The Astrobot's not on my list, but that's because I think it's a pipe dream. But here's one thing. There's one little piece of information before I get off of Astrobot that makes me think it could come to Switch eventually, if not tomorrow. Astrobot sold, I'm not going to get this perfect, but about 80,000 units in 12 months in Japan. Donkey Kong Bonanza sold 130,000 units in 3 days. Let's say that again. The game of the year, Astrobot, and this was in Japan. Excuse me, I forgot to mention that. This is in Japan only. Physical sales. Astrobot sold 80,000 in 12 months. Donkey Kong Bonanza just sold 130,000 in 3 days. That's why they should release Astrobot on the Switch. They need Sony likes money just like the rest of them. Sony's already putting games on PC. Sony should want to expand, especially to Nintendo, and their most Nintendo-like game. They've already said the Asobi said it's inspired by Nintendo games. Put it on Nintendo platforms. You'll make so much money, and you'll make everyone happy who gets to play the game who doesn't have a PS5.
Yeah, and it should run just fine.
It should run perfect. It should be a 60 perfect experience. It won't look as good as the PS5, of course, but a 1080p.
Right, yeah, it's probably going to be a little 1080p
bit off, handheld, 4K docked,
all day,
60, a little bit less textures and stuff. It's going to be great.
I want to go. We're going to go a little out of order here. You have one here, the Jedi games, Fallen Order. I think
Fallen Order for sure.
I think those are. Yeah, I feel like those are, man. At least the first one. I don't know why they couldn't just do both, but don't forget about this either. Ubisoft has that other Star Wars game they already said's coming to the Switch that we don't have a date for. What is Outlaws?
Oh,
we already
yeah.
saw that.
Yeah, I didn't.
We already
forgot
saw
about that.
We don't have a date for that.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of that stuff we saw at the first Direct for the Switch 2, we're gonna see a lot of dates for those things tomorrow too. What were some of the other ones? Dusk Bloods. Let's go with that. That one's interesting. That's the
FromSoftware.
FromSoft. Yeah. The exclusive for the Switch. Now, I feel like that's a big one, especially at a partner direct. I feel like that's something you really need to take a minute and showcase. You know what I mean?
I think it will get its minute tomorrow. That's one of the lists I think is a Glock for tomorrow.
Yeah, because that's a big
stuff
one.
That's
they
pre-announced.
Didn't really have a whole lot of information on that. Yeah, I think everything we saw in the last Direct is probably going to at least get a date or a little bit of an update tomorrow.
Let's add one.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Next to Dustbloods, let's add one. Silk Song was pre-announced.
Yeah. Well, okay, but they've already said they're doing like a playable demo somewhere, like in a month or something. Like it's it's coming, man. It's coming. Like it's ready.
And I want to remind you something, Drip. It was in the Direct, the last Switch 2 Direct that we got, the big one, right? This was only North America, but let me remind you that North America is a huge part of Nintendo's audience. And the live stream for North America, the live cut out in a weird way during the part where they were talking about a game like Silk Song was in that sizzle reel part. And it was, so I feel like they are really going to push Silk Song in this next Direct to kind of make up for a little bit for what happened last time. Plus, a lot of people want it. And it's pre-announced, like the last Direct. So we're getting Silk Song information tomorrow. It's pre-announced.
When they said it's 2025 too, that's supposed to be a 2025 game too. So, like, I feel like that's, I don't know. We can put our clown makeup on right now.
We're not Johnny. We don't need to do that.
I mean, I feel like that's one that is. I've said it's a lock for tomorrow, probably like 5 times, I think, in the past 2 years. But I feel like that's a good one. That could be one to see for sure.
Hey, speaking of clown makeup, Johnny chimed in. I did ask him to come on the show tonight, guys. He turned me down because, he doesn't like me anymore. We had an argument at the baseball game that I saw him at. We posted that picture, that photo op of us. It was all fake. There's actually a Bible beneath this. You couldn't see the Bible in the picture. It was just a Bible photo op of me and Johnny. We're just trying to look good for the audience. But there's this. He sent this out as he turned me down. He said, "Here's one prediction, Jeeb. New 3D Mario tomorrow, made by a third party." And I said, I'll make sure to add this as your prediction for the show. So, John Ebo, Communication Error Podcast.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a good prediction. That's
a great one. It's no worse than any of his other predictions that he had the last time we had him on for a direct prediction. Remember how bad he was at that? That was great. I love that.
Yeah. Elden Ring, another one of those ones that was on the Direct we already saw, but with no date, right?
Correct.
There was no date with that, right?
I believe so. Yeah, there was no date.
I feel that's going to be another one we're just going to get. We're going to get a date for. You have one on this list, and I know why you did that. You did that because of me and my love for the game. Red Dead Redemption 2.
No, I also just think it's a good prediction because the game
I want that.
Two.
I wanted
the
that
2
on the
came
Switch
out.
1.
Yeah, Switch 1's already out in Switch 1, the first one. But Red Dead 2.
Yeah, we need Red Dead 2.
Yeah,
on the Switch 2.
Yes, we do. It's an old game. It's easily portable.
Oh my god, yeah. It was running on PS4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god. And I love that game. You know how many times I bought that game? I don't even want to tell you. It's embarrassing.
More than 2?
I feel like I've bought it. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I've bought it 4 times, maybe.
You know, I've not bought a game more than twice, but there is one.
I'll buy it a 5th, though. I'll buy it a 5th.
There's a game that I bought twice that I'm not proud of. Not that it's a bad game. Don't get me wrong. I bought Helldivers twice. I bought it on Steam for myself to play. And I played a lot of it. I got my money's worth out of it. I think I wanted Miss G to play more than she actually did want to play. But I was like, we'll just get it. We'll get it for you, and then you can play. This is before the PS5. We bought it for her on Steam again. So I have 2 copies, one on her account, one on my account, of Helldivers. Her account, she doesn't have we don't have a Steam Deck anymore, so she can't even play that anymore. because she's not going to come over to my PC and play it. She had never played it to begin with. So, yeah, I bought that game twice. Which, by the way, Helldivers, what a weird... I was going to say, too. It's not on the list, but thinking about it...
Yeah.
I mean...
That's an interesting one from
why
Sony.
not?
Let's go with that. Let's go with the Sony stuff.
Yeah.
Now, let's think about, I don't know if they're going to do this yet, but there are some rumblings that some of this stuff is going to come to Switch, possibly. Helldivers would be one of those games to throw on first. I mean, we've got the little, we've got the toe checking the water already with Horizon Lego. I mean, that's a very strange. I mean, and I guess that wasn't Sony though. That was Lego and WB saying like this needs to be on the Switch. Like this is where you're going to reach the audience. But like if you've already had that, and I'm sure wherever it sold, it probably sold the best on Switch. I don't know that for sure, but I would probably put money down to say it sold the best on Switch. If you've already got that, why not get Horizon Zero Dawn? Another PS4 game that you're probably not making a ton of money off of right now because I know you're selling it for $10.
Mm-hmm.
Why not throw that on the Switch for $50? The complete edition. Just throw it on there for $50.
And how good it's going to look in 2 months. Maybe 3 months when there's the winter sale or a holiday sale, whatever they end up doing. And it's like $35.
Yeah.
Still way more than PS5, but cheap enough that the Switch audience
it's on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're on a whole nother play. Yeah, that's the thing, man. There's so many people who buy a Switch who don't have, like, yes, there are lots of people who have other consoles, PCs, PS5s, Xboxes, whatever, but there's a huge amount of people who just buy a Switch. And they're like, yeah, man, I got my Marios, my Zeldas, and, Donkey Kongs and Animal Crossings. And then, okay, well, there's this other thing on there too. But like, that would be that other, oh man, that game. I remember that. Like, that was huge. I want to try it out. It came out same time as Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd like to try that out. Like, why not? Like, I feel like that's going to be the one. If Sony's going to do it, Helldivers, yeah, that's a really nice place to like dip the toes again, see how we're doing. But I feel like Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be that one.
Yeah.
Just because we already have the Lego game. I feel like that's going to be the one if they're going to do it. I don't know if we'll see that tomorrow, though.
Three more.
Too early.
Sorry.
From Sony?
No. 3 more that we'll talk about. So I want to get to Microsoft. That's like the cap off this segment. But 3 more. First one, the biggest one. Expedition 33.
I still don't know much about this game. I keep hearing
potential game of the year. We're a Nintendo community. We're talking about Donkey Kong Bonanza potentially winning, but Expedition 33 has been already slated as the favorite since it came out. From former Ubisoft developers, it's right now being debated whether it's a JRPG or RPG, whatever you think of the game in terms of its genre. There's one thing I can tell you. It's not my favorite genre of games, RPG, JRPG, but I've watched some gameplay. My brother-in-law and my brother both were playing it in front of me while I was on vacation. I want to play it. Not for the gameplay, but for the story.
It looks, I mean, yeah.
I want to play for the story. The gameplay doesn't interest me that much, but the story does. I might just end up watching a YouTube series on it to get the story, but I also might play it. I don't know. But I would definitely buy it if it came to Switch. And I think the Ubisoft, former Ubisoft developers, they're not working for Ubisoft anymore. They're doing their own thing. It's their first project. It's a banger, potential masterpiece.
Dude, and that's the thing. Like, just what you just said. Like, at this point, for me, because I'm a Nintendo guy, but like with the Switch, it came to a point where it was like, okay, I want to play some other games that aren't going to run on this thing. So yeah, like my PlayStation 5 got a lot of work at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't touched that thing for anything except watching YouTube and like Netflix. That's all I use my PlayStation 5 for now. That's it. I want to play everything on the Switch too. Like, it can do it now. You know what I mean? So like any game like that, yeah, I'm going to buy it on Switch. Yeah, if it comes to Switch, if it's that big of a thing, yeah, I'm going to buy it on Switch. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people out there right now, and especially as fast as this thing's selling, like, developers are just, I mean, they want their games on this thing. That's another thing too. We'll talk about the other ones you want to talk about here before we get to Microsoft, but that's another thing too. All these rumors going around that these smaller companies, these kind of like outsiders who aren't like really close in the Nintendo circle, don't even have dev kits. Like only the bigger companies have dev kits, and it's kind of a slow rollout of who's getting these things. So like the idea that tomorrow is going to be a bunch of shit that we don't want is kind of crazy because I don't think anybody even has the dev kits to put the shit we don't want in this. You know what I mean? Like I think these are going to be some actual heavy hitters tomorrow. I think we're in for a really and we'll talk about this a little more, but like I really do think that this partner direct is going to be really, really good just because of who we know have the dev kits and some of these companies that are smaller that, that just because they're smaller doesn't mean they don't have good games. But like we're looking right now at the Switch 2 and saying, you've got the power. Where are the games? Where are the third parties? And I really do think tomorrow is going to be where we finally get this big bomb of like, holy shit, this thing can do it all.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Another one you got here. We already know it's coming. Need a date. What's the other Final Fantasy?
You're asking the wrong fella.
I don't know. It's like the one after that. I don't know. I don't play Final Fantasy.
But that is on the list, and that's games that I expect to be there tomorrow.
Yeah. That's another one of those ones we've already seen. We know what it looks like on Switch 2, which it looks incredible. Rebirth. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
That's what I was going. Yeah. I think we don't know about that one for sure yet, right?
No.
It's just Final Fantasy remake, 7 remake.
I trust David more than me, and he says also Final Fantasy 16. So
I think that's just hopeful. Yeah.
Oh.
But what else do you have on this list that I haven't?
One more. What we missed one, and that is besides Xbox, and that is Hades 2, which is another one we've already seen. It's coming. Yeah. Just need a date. I mean, I feel like there's like 5, 10 on this list that are like locks. They're all the ones that have already been pre-announced are going to be there tomorrow. Yeah. Did we mention this is 25 minutes tomorrow? It's not a short one. It's not a mini like we talked about earlier with the last.
But it's not a short one.
Calamity. This is not
a 45 minute. It's not a 45 minute, but I mean, yeah, it's a decent length. 25 minutes is good. They'll probably go a little over. They usually do.
Yeah. But yeah, Hades 2. That's a long-awaited game. I have it on Steam.
On your list here,
it's beta.
My locks for me, just since we're doing predictions.
Sure.
I'm hopeful for Red Dead 2. Not a lock for me, but I would really like to see that, and I think it's like right now would be the time to do that. I think Age of Imprisonment is a lock. 100% going to see that. Final Fantasy VII Remake, lock. Hades 2, lock. NBA 2K, probably a lock.
Oh, we missed
Elden Ring.
Well, it's Xbox.
Yeah. Sorry. Elden Ring, Duskbloods, Silk Song. I think all those are there. I think they're all there. I think that's there tomorrow. I think it's going to be a heavy hitter tomorrow.
My locks are, I'm going to go from top to bottom of my list here, Drip. Marvel Rivals.
You think it's a lock?
I think it's a lock because months ago, I think it was December of last year, I read articles from the makers of the game, and they said they're already working on a Switch version. They're not sure of how long it would take. They're not sure if it ever coming. It wasn't like guaranteed coming, but they're working on it. So, hey, it's been 8 months. You worked on it for 8 months. I feel like it might be coming this year. So I'm gonna write that as a lock. Age of Imprisonment, of course. I think Fallen Order tomorrow. We see Fallen Order tomorrow. Jedi Fallen Order.
Jedi game?
We're seeing that.
I mean, I don't think that's crazy. The only thing is that's I forget the name of the company that makes it, but they're owned by EA. Right?
Yes. Yep.
I feel like we're going to see a lot of EA tomorrow.
I agree.
Madden, maybe NCAA. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
We talked about this list already. Let's not do it again. But there's one big one in the thumbnail, Microsoft. What is Microsoft's presence tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm glad
there
we
was
saved
an,
this
there
as
was
its
an
own
there was
separate
an
thing.
article there was an article recently saying that Microsoft wanted to get more games out. Or was that Sony?
On other platforms.
Am I confusing Sony and Microsoft?
No, that both have.
But yeah,
have.
it's been it's a worse kept secret that Sony wants to move out of their own platform.
Yeah, they're just doing it. Yeah, they're just doing it at their own pace. Because I mean, the PlayStation 5's doing well. They're not like they don't need to do it. Microsoft is at a point now where it's like, okay, we need to like move things like around. We got to get stuff out there. Microsoft is the most interesting thing about this entire situation tomorrow. Microsoft is the most interesting thing to me because one, we already know they're moving games. Switch got some, PlayStation got some. I think Sea of Thieves tomorrow is probably a lock. That's probably going to happen. The biggest thing about it, though, do you remember the night before the first Switch 2 Direct when I was like, Microsoft, huge presence. It's going to happen. They're going to be there. They did not show.
They did not.
Did not show. But I think this is why. I think this right here, this Direct is why. Because if you think about it, like there's been a lot of third-party companies that we keep hearing like are going to be a big thing with Nintendo Switch 2 that we haven't heard a fucking thing from. Microsoft being one of them.
Could be why tomorrow is a thing.
Give me Microsoft Flight Simulator on Switch.
Release a flight sim, like, what do you call that?
Yeah.
Arcade
I want
stick?
the stick. Yeah, the stick with the, like, oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I would love that. Obviously, the big one, I think that would just blow this entire thing out of the water, Master Chief Collection. Right? Like, that's the big one. If they move it to another platform that's not PC, like that's going to be big. That's huge.
I think they have to do that. Number one, Halo is dying. They know it.
Yeah,
we know it. Everybody knows it.
Oh yeah, they just basically like rebuilt whatever they're going to be doing with the next one from the ground up. They're like just basically bomb the building. It's just starting to put it back together brick by brick.
Two, Xbox could use a win right now. It's I wouldn't say failing platform, but it's self-destruction, really. They're self-destructing their own brand.
Yeah, it's not doing well.
So they could use a win right now. And tagging along to three would be the win because putting Master Chief Collection on Switch would make them a ton of money and pump some life into the dying Halo franchise.
Yeah. It's going to give them, the money.
The main thing is the money. They'll make so much money.
Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you would buy Master Chief Collection on Switch, because I bet there's going to be everybody would buy that. Everybody would buy that.
A lot of us.
I don't know anybody who would not buy that.
Not all of us, but a lot of us grew up playing Halo, or not.
I did. That's the thing.
Not even grown up. Some of you guys are old farts and were grown ass adults playing Halo 25, 30 years ago. 25 years ago.
Either way, I wasn't like a Halo kid. I wasn't an Xbox kid at all. I mean, I was Nintendo and Sony. I didn't really mess with Xbox that much at all. Dude, that would be so awesome. That would be like amazing. Like the other.
And those of you who don't know, there is in the Master Chief Collection includes the original game, Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach. Now, is there one after Halo Reach? I'm not sure. Oh, Halo 4.
I don't know.
I think Halo 4 is in there too. But that's the main three I care about. The first three, Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo Reach are the ones that I care about most. That's in the collection. And not only do you get to play the original campaigns, but the online co-op, the online multiplayer is like people are playing that game right now. And actually, Drip, if you didn't know this, there are mods right now where you can play on an old Xbox, like Halo 3 or Halo whatever, Halo 1 even, where you can connect if you mod your Xbox, you can connect it to new servers. And people are playing on OG hardware.
Yeah.
The original copies of Halo.
That's really cool.
It's super cool.
That's a big one. Like, I feel like if they did that, that's going to be like the holy shit moment. Like, wow, Microsoft. Like, that's going to be like, yeah, okay, we're doing it. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to go that hard yet. You got to remember this too. They own a lot of things. One thing that they own is Activision.
Mm-hmm.
That whole Activision Blizzard thing.
Mm-hmm.
They also own Bethesda. There's a lot of stuff going on with that. This is one thing I think we're going to see tomorrow for sure. We're getting Call of Duty on the Switch tomorrow. I think we have to. They are contractually obligated to put it on the Switch. They have to.
That doesn't mean
Now,
that it has to be there
Call of
tomorrow,
Duty?
though. Call of Duty might not be ready yet for tomorrow.
Well, I mean, they're about to put out the next, like, what is it? Call of Duty, whatever it is. Like, that one's on the way. I was talking to a dude last night about it, actually. I was like, dude, you need to watch. Like, I told him last night, I was like, hey, listen, not for sure, but they're probably going to announce a direct tomorrow. And I would imagine there's probably going to be some Call of Duty going on.
And I told dude that if it happens, like if Call of Duty, when it gets announced, we want him on. Like he's the,
yes,
absolutely. I mean, dude is the man with Call of Duty. So like he knows way more than you or I do about it.
He's the guy. Yeah, that's I was telling him all that
if Call of
stuff
Duty is announced tomorrow, next week on the pod, dude's on. Assuming he's available. Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Well, another couple of games. Now I don't know. We don't have Doom: The Dark Ages coming to Switch at this point, do we? That's not been
I don't
announced.
think so.
I mean,
don't
it's
think
out.
so.
That one is fucking crazy. I don't know if that one. I don't know if it'll run on the Switch too. It may. I don't know. That's another one. That's a Bethesda game. Another game that we need to talk about is the Indiana Jones game that's already on the PS5.
Yeah, that's
already on the PS5.
I don't know. That sounds. Microsoft might wait for that one. I don't know why. I just feel like
these are all possibilities. I mean, they're not going to announce all of these, but I feel like there's going to be at least 2 or 3 of these. Let's go with another one that's already on PS5 that I fucking want on the Switch so bad. Forza Horizon 5. Give it to me on the Switch. Holy shit. I don't care if I don't have analog triggers. I don't care. Give it to me on the Switch. God.
That would be great.
I love that game.
That would be great. And can I be clear?
That would be awesome.
Forza Horizon. Whoa, Jeeb.
Yeah, Forza Horizon. Damn.
That's bad.
Dyslexia is coming out hard. Look at it.
Whoa.
Forza Horizon. That's great. I'm never calling it anything else again.
Forza Horizon is not the type of racing game that requires, in my opinion, fine-tuning analog triggers. I think you can. It's not an arcade
like a
game.
Racing sim,
right? Yeah, it's not an arcade game, but it's not a full racing sim. So I feel like it's a nice middle spot where you can totally get away.
Honestly, dude, that game sucks with the wheel. It's awful.
Yeah, because it's
so
not a sim.
hard to control. Yeah, it's I hate it. Like Forza Motorsports, whatever the last one was that they just put out. I played that with the wheel just fine.
We have Forza Horizon at home. As I imagine he's as if to say, Forza Horizon. We're getting you Forza Horizon. We have anyway, sorry. I hate myself. Also, my sister has to chime in. I love Forza. Yeah, we're such a loving family. We are such a loving family. We are, making fun of each other every time we can.
Who doesn't?
I give it to her anytime I can get, so I can take it.
Hey, yep, it's fair. No, that's one I really want that one. There's just so many. Like Microsoft could really, and they're gonna do it. Like they're going to do it. We know they want to. We know that the whole we're gonna just bring a couple games here, and then we're gonna bring a couple games here. Like they're gonna bring. I would imagine. What were the other 2 that went to Sony that we didn't get?
What do you mean? I'm sorry. What do you mean?
The first ones, like the original ones. It was what's the one where you're little Grounded?
Yes. Yep. Grounded.
That one.
Which probably Grounded 2 came out yesterday. Grounded 2 could be announced tomorrow for Switch 2.
Maybe. What was the other one? I just said it. What was the other one that went to
I don't remember.
Sea of Thieves.
There
Sea
you
of
go.
Thieves.
Yep.
Yeah. I think Sea of Thieves tomorrow. If I'm saying a lock from Microsoft, Sea of Thieves. That's the one. That's the one that's going to happen.
The one I care about the least.
Kind of. Yeah, exactly, because I care about the least.
Joe the Toes is going to be happy as hell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But not us.
No, Sea of Thieves, yeah, Jeff says Sea of Thieves is perfect for Switch 2. It's just not something I'm really interested in, which is kind of weird because I do love pirates. And, I mean, I feel like this is like, like Animal Crossing pirates, right? It's like that, right?
Animal Crossing pirates? I don't think so.
You like build your ship up and you like have a whole like thing and like
progressive
like
gameplay
island.
Doesn't mean that it's Animal Crossing. I don't see how you're getting that conclusion there.
I'm just hoping.
I know. Also, I butchered Jeff's joke. He says that Mario Kart World was Forza Horizon at home. So,
yeah.
So,
we already have that. Yeah.
Any other Xbox games you want to talk about?
There's more. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Chat, help us out. Give me some Xbox games. There's more. I said this whenever the Switch 2, we're about to get our big direct for the Switch 2, and I was like, man, Microsoft's going to be there in such a big way. Like, they're going to be there. This is going to be crazy. I really hate to say it again, but I really do believe that tomorrow is when that starts. Fable, yeah, that's one. Gears of War, yes. I mean, Gears of War would actually be that is almost of the level of Halo. If they bring Gears of War over, like something like that, I mean, not quite Halo, but that's big. Like that's one of their tent poles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
I feel like we didn't spend enough time on Halo because if there's one game, I think you asked me this question, but I'm not sure if I answered it. Other than AOC, one game I really,
your Microsoft
really
game. Go ahead. I'll tee up. Your Microsoft game. What do you want to see? Mine's Forza Horizon 5.
If you're asking me tomorrow, what third-party game you want to see? From any publisher, any developer. I want to see the Master Chief Collection more than any. Smack the microphone. More than anything. Because I love Halo Reach that much. I just love it. I love Halo. I love the multiplayer of Halo Reach. It's my favorite multiplayer shooter of all time. And I love Halo 3.
That's fair.
Halo 3 is great too. The original has a great campaign and is fun. All of them are fun. All 4 of those games to me are fun. I think there's one more we talked about earlier. ODST is another one that's in that collection. But mainly Halo Reach multiplayer is I want to binge again. I bought the collection when it came out. What was that, 2018, something like that, 2017? Played it then. I'll play it again. I'll buy it again. I'll play it again. And someone said, what if Halo Infinite is a part of the collection? At least for the multiplayer.
Like an updated version of it?
What they give like Halo Infinite multiplayer as a part of this collection for Switch? That would revive the shit out of that game in particular. That game's dead. That game was dead in the water a week after it came out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we tried to play it.
We tried. Wasn't fun.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's the thing. Anything they put on the Switch 2 at this point is going to, it's going to do well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the amount
unless it's on a game key card drip, which is not this podcast. Unless they put it on the game key card, because let me tell you, they're not doing so hot. And Drip and I talked about this at length a couple weeks ago or a month ago or so. We don't need to do it again. But game key cards, what a failure so far. Even so much so that Nintendo in their investors meeting are talking about it, where the investors are asking questions about how bad it is. That's a thing. We didn't cover that when it happened, but that's a thing. We called it.
I mean, they are bad. They're bad. Of course, it's terrible. People are pissed. I don't know. I mean, I think that's it. I think that's it. I mean, there's a lot going on with that. I do want to talk about a little bonus, little bit of a bonus topic.
Okay.
I want to ask you about some things.
Oh.
You played the test, didn't you?
I did.
You and I have not discussed this at all. Tell me everything.
Well, I'm not allowed to talk about it. But I'll tell you everything.
Oh. Cool. Okay, awesome.
Here's what I'll tell you. Remember the leaks of the first one, of our unnamed source who sent us all the photos and videos,
yes,
looks the same. Nothing is different. In fact,
I can talk about it.
One thing I can talk about.
Talk about it.
One thing I can talk about, besides instead of getting into specifics, performance was interesting. It seemed like I was playing it on Switch 2. I think it's playable on Switch 1 too. And it's sometimes it's running at 30 FPS. And I was like, it looked rough. Though? And it looked rough. 30. It was running at 30. It was locking at 30, and then it opened itself up sometimes at 60. Depended how many people are on your screen, because it's a multi. Can I say it? It's a mass multiplayer game.
You're not showing any of it. I can say it. I know what it is. You work together. Everybody in the game works together. It's like a big thing. You're trying to do a bunch of stuff together. Here's what I want to ask. This is what I want to know.
More people on the screen, lower frame rate.
Okay, that's all. The only thing I care about is this. Is this the secret Animal Crossing game that's going to be a big city where you live together? Do you think this is some type of test for that?
I can tell you one thing. By playing it, exactly 0 Animal Crossing DNA comes through. That doesn't mean that in the code of the game.
They could be testing whatever online thing they're trying to do for Animal Crossing with this crude
I can tell you one thing, Drip. I saw hundreds of people. Not like 100. At
the same time?
On the same screen. Look, and I saw them all.
Crazy.
I saw them all. It wasn't like as you got closer, new people popped in, or there was no pop in with people. I mean, not that I noticed, because that's how many were there. I saw hundreds of people on a screen at the same time. So I'm not sure how like an Animal Crossing game. What are you laughing at here? Coffee games in the chat. All right.
Animal Crossing World, it's happening. Tom Nook will be the emperor in the game. I like that. Okay, go ahead.
I like that too. All I'm saying is, and I'm not saying that it's not Animal Crossing, but I'm saying what we're playing has nothing to do with Animal Crossing. The only thing, and no Animal Crossing game mechanic is any bit similar. Like, and let me finish by saying this, Drip. I didn't like it. I don't think that's like a hot take, because it's not exactly like a fun game. I don't know.
That's why I didn't even sign up for it.
It's more of a test than anything.
After I saw it, I was like,
it's very clearly a stress test is what it is. I saw hundreds of people.
That's crazy.
So like
having hundreds of people on the screen at the same time, like not 100, hundreds.
It was Nintendo, so it was fun. I did play for an hour. This is the same night I burnt the shit out of my finger, so I was like playing like this, where my finger's up in the air because I couldn't touch it, and I was still icing it at the time. It was
me for like a month. I was just like, it's okay.
Left hand too. Did we burn the same? We messed up the same finger. Yeah. Anyway, it wasn't fun. Just stop playing it. I played longer than I wanted to, because I'm like, man, for the content, for the people I need to know, guys, there's nothing you need to know about this game.
Yeah, it's a stress test of some sort.
It's not a real game. It's a game. They gamified a stress test is what they did. And there was no combat. Like, if they gave me a stick and I could beat people up, I would have played it a lot longer than I did. But that's not what we did. There was no sticks. There's no beating of people. So that wasn't what we were doing. But super impressive. Hundreds of people on the screen. So that was
great.
Cool.
Yeah, that is actually very, very interesting.
I didn't count them because it would be impossible. But let me tell you, if it was less than 200, I'd be surprised.
You should have counted them.
No. Okay. Drip. We're going to talk about Metroid Prime 4, and you're going to go on a little tangent, and I'm going to run to the bathroom as fast as possible and come right back. That's what's going to happen. It's unavoidable. We've reached that point. So you talk about Metroid Prime 4. I'll be back in about 30 seconds, and my hands will be wet, not from piss. I will wash them. I'll be back.
It's a lie. It's from pee. All right. Metroid Prime 4. Let's talk about it. Metroid Prime 4. I can tell you this right now. Metroid Prime 4 is not coming out this year. This Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase basically confirms that, because even though we've got to see a little bit of it, some people have got to play it. I got to play it. It was cool. Whatever I played was clearly a finished product. It was very good. It was very well polished. It looked great. But I mean, there are rumors out there right now that this thing's not even done. Like the game's not even done. The fact that we don't have a solid release date and we're going into August, September, October, November. Like we're 6 months from the end of the year. And I can tell you this, it's probably not going to come out in December. I mean, without a release date, it's very, very hard for me to think, ooh, get your wet hands out of here, you weirdo. It's very hard for me to believe in any way that they're going to get this game out this year. And honestly, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, we have 2 great games right now. Yeah, we're going to need some more. But I don't think they need to rush this one out.
I was going to say, Drip,
I mean,
Jeff cares.
Too.
Jeff
Okay,
Troidmania cares.
But, dude, if it needs to be next year, it's going to be early next year. It's not coming out this year. I'm telling you right now. There's no way that game is coming out this year. There's no way. I mean, we've seen some of it, but like, are they going to just say, yeah, it comes out in 2 months?
No. I think there's 2 things here. 2 possibilities. First possibility, it most likely delayed to 2026. I'll give it February.
This is feeling very Tears of the Kingdom.
No. Because way more likely, I think, that in the September Direct, which is probably going to be a thing.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
They will shadow drop.
I think that's what they're setting up for.
They will shadow drop Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, you said this earlier. You're out of your mind with that. You're out of your mind. They are not going to do that.
It's a more than 0% chance that they could do that. And let me tell you why, Drip. The biggest, most obvious reason, Metroid Prime Remastered was shadow
remastered.
Dropped.
Old game.
Was remastered.
Old game. Not a brand new one.
Correct.
No way.
Well,
no way.
Yeah, Drip, but let me tell you something. It might be a new game, but have you played the game before?
Yes.
How long's it been since they announced it?
I don't know, like 100 years. What's your fucking point? What's your point?
It's not a game that was announced like yesterday. It's a game that was announced a long time ago. That there have already been demos that have been out and playable. A game that's already been given the 2025 moniker. Not crazy that they, instead of like saying it was going to be, the date was going to be September 26, 2025, they said 2025 just to shock the world in the September Direct and shadow drop it. Or the super quick release. Or because it's not a game they need to promote anymore. They promoted the shit out of it, Drip. They promoted it. It's not like a game that it doesn't need any more promotional cycle. It's had the promotional cycle. It's been out there. People have played the game. I'm not saying it's the most likely option, but you'd be a fool to say it's impossible that it could be shadow.
Then I'm a fool. I'm a fool then.
You're saying it's impossible. They will not shadow drop. 0%.
I don't think they would shadow drop such an important game in a franchise that they're trying to push so hard right now anyway.
But
I think
a shadow drop is a
very
good thing.
care of it.
It's a good thing. The influx of players on day one. It's a game that's already been promoted. It's not a game that needs to be promoted any more than it has. It's been we're just waiting for it.
They want pre-orders.
How about orders, baby? Who needs pre-orders when you got orders? And it's out. Come on, man. I'm not crazy for this opinion.
I don't know. Okay. I don't think it's a shadow drop, but I'm
Loser guy, we're
right
not saying it's coming out tomorrow, shadow drop tomorrow. We're saying it later on. September
Direct. I don't think so. I really do not think so. I think they're going to take care of them. I think they're going to take care of this game and make sure they do everything right that they need to do. Give it its own time. I think it's pushed back. Pushed back.
Jeff has more evidence for you, for you. They already had an apology video that when it had to start over, and he says, I doubt they'd put 2025 in that trailer if it didn't mean it.
They told us the same thing for Tears of the Kingdom and then said, never mind, sorry, next year.
Did they give a playable demo of Tears of the Kingdom months before?
No.
Has it been promoted for a year now?
Either.
It's been like a year since we've known about this game. Come on, man. It's not impossible.
Is Spanish for liar.
See.
That's also true.
See.
Okay. I think they're moving it back. I don't think
what would
going
that do?
to chance
how about this? What would that do? Think about Nintendo, and they do care about their customers to a length. Not saying that they care about us like a lot, but they're to an extent. And to already announce a game in 2017, announce a delay in 2019, and a restart, then to announce a 2025 date, then to delay it to 2026. Come on, man. If you're telling me that they care about this big game, then they shouldn't fucking delay it. If they care about it, they put it the fuck out. Because it's already it's already an irrelevant franchise. I'm sorry to say it, guys. Metroid has been relevant in 20 years. Not a hot take. Where's the games? It's been 20 fucking years. This is the game that they want to promote, that they want to push the franchise on because it's on a brand new console generation. They already missed the release window. Okay. They should have been a launch. It should have been a launch title for Switch 2. It should have been a launch title for Switch 2. You cannot tell me it needs more time to bake. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm not talking about bacon. It needs its own time to have its own light because they want it to do well.
For a game that'll sell 3 million in a year?
I think it's going to do better than that.
I don't.
I think it's going to do better than that. I think they're going to give it its own runway to do better than that because there's more shit to come this year. And
Jeff,
we need to talk about
3D,
that right now.
3D Metroid. Jeff, 3D is where my head was at. He said Dread came out 4 years ago.
Yeah,
but Dread didn't sell good.
I was giving you that. Yeah,
Dread sold good for
Dread was awesome.
Dread sold good for a game, but didn't sell good for a Nintendo game. I mean, what was that number?
It's true. Listen, the reason they're going to push it back is because in September we've got other things we have to deal with at that Direct that we haven't talked about yet that we need to get to because god damn, this is going really far. We need to talk about the Mario 40th anniversary.
Wait. One more thing I need to yell about, Drip. Just Googled it.
God.
Just Googled it. Metroid Dread sold 3 million copies.
Yes, I know. I'm very aware of that.
That's not a lot for Nintendo and a game that they're probably spending a buttload of money on. The first development cycle they got scrapped, the second development cycle that was for Switch, and technically kind of a third cycle when they pivoted to make it also a Switch 2 title. 3 development cycles, man.
All the more reason to set it its own time so it does well. You don't want to just throw it out there. You don't want to throw a game like that you've already put that much money into.
What do you mean throw it out? What do you mean throw it out there? Explain what you mean.
Because you're talking about, whoa, what happened to my camera?
I don't know. It's disagreeing with you. It's mad at you.
Oh.
Keep talking.
Something happened.
Keep talking. What do you mean by throw it out there?
You're talking about fucking shadow dropping a brand new Metroid Prime game. No. It's a terrible idea.
Why?
Because it's a terrible idea.
Why? Tell me why. Tell me why.
Because shadow dropping a game like that does not give it the best chance for not only pre-orders, but sales in general. Because they have not started an actual market push for this game yet. Yes, we've seen a trailer. We've seen maybe 2 trailers with some gameplay, but they have not started to market this game yet at all. One thing Nintendo does, and it's basically every single time, is give their game 6 months of a full marketing run, which would have to start right now if it came out at the end of December. And they're not going to do that because we have a partner direct. They're not going to cannibalize this game that, you're right, is probably not going to make that much anyway. They need to make sure they have its own space. It's going to be next year. March sounds right to me at this point.
I'm going to help your argument. Another reason why they need to push this game, besides the fact it needs to be ready when it comes out, but number 2, install base. You need more Switches.
Another thing too.
Now, of course, it's going out. It's going out to all the Switch 1 owners. Of course, we know that. So it's going to have the benefit of like 100. Mm-hmm. How many Switches are out there? 150 million, whatever. But how many of those are going to be, or how many of those people who have Switch 1 are like, I'm waiting to get my Switch 2? Because let me tell you, if they're buying a Metroid game, they're a big Nintendo fan. If they're a big Nintendo fan, they're buying a Switch too. It's just a matter of when, not if. So if the when for them is like, I plan on buying it next year because I'm saving up my pennies, which is a thing. Yeah. People do that. They wait a long time. They're not everyone is like us, right? Exactly. Not everyone's like us who could just buy it on launch day. Most of the people get their birthday money, get their whatever money, you know, their holiday bonus, whatever they're waiting for, and they get it later. So I'm not saying that. What I am saying is waiting longer would be a good thing for more Switch 2s to be out there.
Yeah. I think it just makes sense now for them to just wait. But again,
but Shadow Drop with the game drip. Give it to me. Come on.
They're not.
Come on, man. If Shadow Drop
Mario's 40th anniversary is coming.
If Shadow Drop Pikmin got me 6,000 views on a live stream, imagine what Metroid Prime 4 could do for me.
It wasn't a brand new Pikmin game. It was.
Let me play it on day one. Shadow Drop.
Pikmin 1 and 2?
Yeah, the Pikmin 1 and 2 dropped, and I bought it thinking nothing of it. Streaming it, thinking not much of it. And then that was like when my channel got like, it was like 3,000 people in my live stream. At the end. Yeah, it was nuts.
I don't know what the hell was happening. It was crazy. But
again, pushing it is the most likely thing. I'm making jokes here, but the pushing it's the most likely thing.
Yeah.
But it is, think about it, it is kind of shitty to do this again to Metroid fans. This would be basically the fourth delay. Or not delay, but the fourth, too. Blue balls. Their balls are so blue right now.
I mean, Nintendo does this a lot. They don't care.
They're going to be purple balls pretty soon.
It's going to come out right, or it's not coming out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm fine with it. Like, if it needs some time, it needs some time. I said the same thing about Tears of the Kingdom. If it needs time, it needs time. Just make it good.
Your segue was great for Mario. I'm sorry I ruined it. I just had to keep going.
Fucked me up. It's fine. Mario's 40th anniversary. The question is, now that we know we're not getting a direct for Nintendo games tomorrow, what does this do to that potential Mario 40th anniversary direct that supposedly everybody was saying was going to happen in September?
I think
do we get Mario's 40th anniversary, or do they Zelda's 35th it?
Why can't
bury it?
Why can't we have both? Why can't we have a Nintendo Direct and a Nintendo Mario Direct in the same month? Why not?
Honestly, I mean, if we're being honest about it, depending on what they do we even need to have two directs? Could you just have like a 10-minute segment about Mario's 40th anniversary in a direct?
You could do that too.
I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. 35, they did go all out. God, we got so much for 35.
Well, that Game & Watch is awesome.
The Game & Watch. We got the Mario Kart circuit thing, which is still to this day, I haven't set it up in forever, but dude, that's awesome. Like, that was cool. We got, what else? We got the 3 All-Stars. I can't even remember what else we got. Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury.
Yes.
Like, they went all out. But think about that. You could do most of that, even if it's not all of that. You could do most of that within like 10 minutes.
Yeah, 15 max.
Yeah. I mean, in a 45-minute direct. So
they spent 10 or 15 minutes on the Switch 2 in its own Switch 2 Direct, and then 45 minutes of that Direct was games.
Yeah.
They could easily do
it in 10 everything minutes. We needed to know about the Switch 2 at that point.
Yes, we did.
Everything. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that the Mario 40th anniversary thing's probably going to happen. They are really, really pushing Mario out everywhere right now, as far as movies, theme parks, everywhere. I don't think they're going to let this one pass them by. Like, this is just another opportunity to push Mario out in front of people's eyeballs more. I don't think it gets skipped. I know that's kind of like the conversation we're going to have about this, but I don't think there's any way possible that they skip the 40th. They did so much for the 35th. I know what they will skip again is Zelda's 40th anniversary, which is next year. And I don't will probably make 10 videos talking about how amazing the 40th anniversary is going to be, and nothing will happen.
No. They will not. Are you just saying that? Do you actually believe that, or are you just saying that?
I'm just trying to have realistic expectations at this point.
You're trying not to be hurt. I understand. I understand.
I've been hurt before, Jeeb. I made videos about this. Lots of them. One of them was right, actually. I did make that Skyward Sword
we should
video.
go. That's what we should do. Our next members podcast, which we need to fucking do. We should go watch your Zelda 35th anniversary videos that you made about predicting. We should go watch those and see how desperately wrong they were.
Okay, listen.
And the Breath of the
really
Wild and the
though.
Tears in the Breath of the Wild 2 videos that you did. That was well.
Oh, dude,
It was a great video. Your great video that you made that nobody watched.
I was a little bit right about Zora's Domain though. A little bit.
Were you?
A little bit. Yep. And I was right about the castle inside of Death Mountain too. I said the castle would be inside of Death Mountain down there, the dungeon, and it was.
Yeah.
I was right about that. See,
we should go watch. So I feel like that's what we're gonna do. When we're gonna do it, not sure, but we'll just make sure you're staying tuned to the members feed on YouTube and on Discord. There's a members room if you play your cards right. Not play your cards right. That's the wrong thing to say. If you click the right buttons on when you become a member and then you go in Discord, you can like connect your YouTube account to Discord and you can get in a members room. So stay tuned to those areas and we'll let you know when the next one's happening. It's gonna happen at some point.
We're gonna watch my Zelda 35th anniversary videos
and your Breath of the Wild 2 video.
Okay, that's actually hilarious. I'd love to go back and watch those now because I know some of that stuff on that Breath of the Wild 2 map and story stuff. I was right about some of it. I was actually right about some.
I'm legitimately curious to see what you do. It's not just a throw in. That's actually a good idea. So we're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But you don't believe that they're gonna ignore Zelda's 40th. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that.
Probably.
They're gonna do.
Why wouldn't they?
They didn't do a lot, but they did. They gave us Joy-Cons. Hello. They were awesome.
They did.
They gave us a Game & Watch
too.
That was awesome. They gave us Skyward Sword HD.
That's the part I was right about.
They could give us Wind Waker HD.
Actually, I did say the Game & Watch
Wind Waker
too.
HD.
I said the Game & Watch too. I said that was happening too. So I was right about a few things.
They could do. They're going to do things for Zelda's 40th. I don't think they're going to just forget about it. They're not. They didn't forget.
At this point, it wouldn't surprise me.
At worst, they gave us Joy-Cons and a Game & Watch. If that's what they do again, I'm happy.
And Skyward Sword.
Yeah, that was at worst. We all said that was a bad one. That's the worst. That's good. I'm taking that. That's good.
That's fine. Okay, that's good. I think we're done here. This is a good podcast.
I guess so. I wasn't really. Yeah, you don't know what. I was having fun, man. We're having fun. Let's do a quick after show for the people.
Yep.
And then yeah, that's going to be good. So for those of you listening to this podcast on audio platforms or watching on YouTube after the fact, this was streamed live. This was streamed live, and we're going to end it now. We appreciate you guys, and you're going to see us live tomorrow morning, 8:30 Eastern.
Yeah, Jesus, it's already 9:30
a.m. We're gonna stream that direct tomorrow morning. So wake up early with us, make some bacon and eggs early, and hang out with us. But if you're in the stream, don't go anywhere. We're going to talk to you guys for a few more minutes, and we'll see the rest of you guys next week.
Later.
Nintendo, every single show. Dread loves Zelda, she blesses flow.